QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking? What's popping, Panther Nation? It's your boy Rashad. It's your boy Dave in the building. Man, it's a lot, it's a lot to talk about. A whole lot to talk about. But before we get into it, you know what we gotta start. We gotta do the check-in. Dave, how was your weekend? What's good with you, man?
I was down in New Jersey this weekend. I went to go check out Grambling versus Hampton at the Brick City Classic. Overall, it was a pretty good weekend. I can't complain too much, but it's now Aggie Eagle week. It is also
facts. Turn it up.
It is
Hate
also
week. Turn it up. Hate week.
It is hate week. I don't like y'all this week. I don't like y'all most weeks. I'll keep it a buck with you, but I definitely don't like y'all this week. So it is, but it's also Falcons week too.
Double hate week
as well.
Everyone Dave. Double hate week.
It's a doubly hate week. I know we got to be on the prowl, but you know what? Some prowls have exceptions, and this is one of them. Matt Rule's 0-1. Falcons about to be 0-1. It's a beautiful week. Yeah. Clemson out here catching fades to Duke in football. Crazy. Like, what is going on here?
Hey, Dave, I tried to tell you North Carolina was better than South Carolina.
No. Y'all weren't in Division 2, though.
We
didn't beat the breakout shot.
We proved that. We proved that by taking down your Cox pause, and Clemson.
You could take down Clemson
major
anytime you want. I could kill
major L.
Bruh, Duke beating Clemson is like the sea parting. Like, you got to understand how serious it is. It's been like 20 years since that happened.
It wasn't just beating. They destroyed
them. They dominated them.
Yeah, they destroyed Clemson, bro. I watched a good portion of that game because I was so intrigued why the score was so close. So I tuned in. I tapped in. I'm like, yo, what is going on? And I kept asking myself. I kept asking myself, yo, I thought DJU was the problem. I thought that they got him up out of here. I thought, my man. He
was balling in Oregon State, though.
That's what I'm saying. I thought he was the problem, and I'm an Clemson outsider. But I let everybody tell it. It was DJU. He was the thing holding everything back. But boy, man, that was a drubbing, bro.
And I can't remiss to not say shout out to Colorado and Dion and Shador and Shiloh.
Yeah, you got to crow up, bro. No, you got to crow. No. We're not accepting that, Dave.
What do you mean?
You got to crow up. No, you got to crow up because you was giving Dion all the smoke when he took that job. You gave Deion Sanders all the smoke. He's gonna be trained. He can't do it.
No, I said it'll be interesting to see if he fails.
HBCUs
how
hanging. You gave Deion all the smoke, and it's time to crow up. You get up here every week and you say, I told y'all. Nah, it's time to crow up, Dave. Yeah. You see, you even got it ready on the daggone soundboard. It's time for you to crow up, Dave. I'm telling you, it's time for you to crow up.
Look, I was wrong. this week. It's a long season, but it'll be interesting to see. Like, it'll be fascinating to see how this ride is going to go. I am happy for Shador, though. I'm happy for Shador Ball. I'm never going to pick on the kids. I'm happy that Shador balled out of his mind because he didn't throw for 500 yards against an HBCU while he was in the SWAT. And that man threw for 500 yards against the national runner-up. That is wild to me.
He looks so comfortable. I mean, TCU's taking a step back. Let's be honest, though. They're not.
But they were still 17th in the country. They're still 17th in the country.
I agree. No, I agree. I'm a Deion supporter, so you don't got to tell me. I just you got to put the context behind it. But Shador, even with that, bro, he looked so comfortable out there, bro. He looked great. Like, he looked great out there. And him, Travis Hunter, that squad got some dogs, B. Like, they're gonna be a problem if they can consistently put it together. Now, they got some issues. The interior of that defensive line.
But it's the Pac-12 team. They don't play defense in the Pac-12. So it'll be interesting to see. They don't play defense in the Pac-12. But at the same time, you got Travis Hunter out here with 100 snaps in a game. Out here playing both sides.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to sustain that. He's not gonna be able to sustain that all season, bro. At some point, that's got to pull back. But bro, he was amazing. Both sides of the football. I mean, a receiver. I haven't seen anybody.
He's a better receiver than corner too. Just so y'all know,
bro.
He was like that last year too.
Which is wild to me.
Like, at Jackson, he was a better receiver than corner. There was no doubt in my mind about that.
I'm not disagreeing with you. All I'm saying is that's wild because he was really good Yes, whenever they play Saturday, I was watching that game like, man, who this cat, bro? He's the real deal, bro. Like he was like the ball skills, pause. You could see like that wide receiver in him. He plays corner like he's a wide receiver, and you could tell. Like it's crazy. Travis, give my man if he's gonna do that like consistently, not even the interceptions and PBUs, but if he's gonna put up numbers like that as a wide receiver,
he's
and
for the
play,
Heisman.
Easy.
Yeah, easily. If he keeps this up, firmer for the Heisman.
Easily. Give him the thing, handle the Heisman now, bro. It's over. If he's gonna do that every week, bro, at some level, it's over, bro. Give him the damn Heisman, B. It's over. Because that dude was a baller, bro. Baller. But yeah, man, so college football is great. I love college football so much, man. And shout out to my Florida State Seminoles. I haven't had a chance to say that in so long, bro. I was watching that as a Florida State fan, bro. I'm a recovering Florida State fan. Like, we have been so garbage, bro. Like, it's been terrible. And them dudes, I haven't seen a Florida State team like that play in a long, long time, bro. They were dominant, man. So shout out to the Noles. Shout out to, man, college football is back. I love it. I cannot wait till next week. It's going to be, even though the week 2 matchups are kind of weak, they started off with a bang, bro. I love college football. I'm glad it is back. And shout out to ACC, man.
We got Deion versus Rule, man. We got
we got a couple. It's a couple good ones. It's a couple good ones, but usually week 2 is when some of the cupcakes get played. Like there's
it's payday time. It's payday time. It's check week.
Yeah. It is.
It's check week. Week 2 is check week.
It is. Those smaller schools are getting paid by these larger schools to come out there and run one against them. But yeah, it's shout out to, man, college football was great, man. It was great. Glad it is back. I enjoyed myself. I actually got to sit down and watch college football because usually on the weekends I'm busy as hell. It was Labor Day weekend. I was in a 252 shot to Greenville. I was in Greenville this weekend, chilling with my mother-in-law. With her. It was great. Had a great time, man. Put some food on the grill. It was awesome.
It's good that you didn't have the Spectrum.
Yeah, man. I stream everything, bro. I'm
mad too, bro.
Bro, I'm in I haven't had cable in like 7 years, man.
Yeah,
I haven't had traditional cable in like 7 years. I stream everything, so that does not affect me. That does not affect me at all. But real quick, I want to say this, Dave. I got it because this has been a great weekend. Obviously, I was in 252 with the family, but today is a special day for the wife and I. It is our anniversary. So we've been together for 14 amazing years. Shout out to my wife who allows me to get up here and pod with Panther Nation. It's great. So shout out to my wife. She's with the kids right now at dance practice. But shout out to my wife. It's awesome. Great. So shout out to her.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give it some levels of transparency to everybody who's watching. Rashad did not show up until 7:59. I didn't think he was gonna show up because it was the anniversary. I was ready to press play. I was ready to press play and do this thing on my own.
Nah, it's been busy. This has been a busy day, man. I got a lot going on. Just outside of the pod, just life, and it's a lot going on. So I'm just crazy busy right now. Crazy busy. So that's all, but we got time for Panthers football. Always. We're gonna carve out for the pod. You already know what time it is, Panther Nation. We gonna stay on the prowl. We want to make sure
your marriage intact because there's others that don't always have that luxury.
Yeah, well, there's always opposite side of the coin, Dave. But for me, everything is great. Also, it was a great day. It's been a great day because again, we talk about being on the prowl, right? We talk about pursuing your dreams, radiate positivity, overcome obstacles, work hard, and love what you do, right? Also, hopefully on Friday, I'm gonna share this news with y'all, but hopefully on Friday, my wife and I are closing our second daycare center. It's gonna be great. We had to sign some preliminary paperwork today. So it's been a great, man. I'm in a good mood. It's nothing really gonna tear my mood. I'm always in a good mood. I'm rarely down. That's just my personality. I don't live life in that man. I'm always positive. But yeah, it's just been a great day, man. It's been a great day. I'm just in a good mood. So shout out to all the super chats that came through. I missed some. Let's go back to that, man. Cash, that's Shy, happy anniversary. Shout out to you and your wife. Thanks for keeping the content coming on your big day. No, thank my wife. I appreciate that, but thank my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Z Spoon 30 says his corner skills won that game. He's talking about the Colorado game.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Dakota says Colorado going 9-3 and playing in the Cheez-It Bowl. That's funny.
We got to give him a better bowl, man. We
got to give.
We need to come up with better names for these bowls.
Like Cheez-It Bowl. I'm not. That's not.
And
cool.
There was 2 of them. You know that, right? There were 2 of them.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Yeah, that's disrespectful. I don't want to play in the Cheez-It Bowl, bro. I better come with a lifetime subscription of Cheez-Its, bro. I better have every flavor. Shout out to the white cheddar and the Colby Jack. Those are my favorite Cheez-Its. But yeah, if I'm playing in the Cheez-It Bowl, I better get a lifetime supply. You feel me?
I dig it.
Yeah. All right. So let's
Oh
let's
wait,
move
I
on.
gotta before
Oh,
we
go
move
ahead, Dave.
on, I gotta
Yeah,
answer this
absolutely.
question. What do y'all think about Stanford Carolina when you joined to the ATC? This is
I
what I
hate it.
think.
I hate it.
Yo, now we can call them Tupac. We can call them Tupac now. They're down to 2 teams. They're Tupac. They're down to Tupac.
I
And I
hate it.
do hate it. I think this, like all this consolidation, is terrible for college sports. It ruins because the big thing about college sports is the regionality of it all. Having had like how you gonna be the ACC and you got freaking teams from the
Yeah,
Pacific
it don't.
Ocean,
I hate it, bro. I
Pacific
hate
Coast?
this.
Like
Is
what is
so.
that?
This is so stupid. It makes no sense. Yo, these games, these conference games, are going to be nightmare travel situations. Like it's just going to be terrible. I don't like
I
this at
think,
all.
and the thing is, everybody focused on the football aspect. Nobody's thinking about the non-revenue sports like the softball, the
Right?
volleyball.
Nobody cares about that,
I
bro.
know nobody cares, but it's still an expense. It's still a burden for those players. That's unsat. You know what I'm saying? Basketball too. Like that's insanity. They're supposed to be student athletes, but we know the athlete was always first, and they're showing it. And on top of that, it's
My,
all about the money deals. And
my
ESPN about to
man,
get sold
yeah,
to
my
Amazon
man,
anyway.
my man said we got to rename the Pacific Ocean. That's funny. Let's just change the name of the ocean.
Just call it
We
the
can keep the
ocean.
schools.
No,
Yeah,
just
just
call it the
call. Yeah,
ocean.
let's just call the
Forget
whole thing the
Atlantic,
Atlantic, bro.
Pacific,
Yeah,
Indian. Just say ocean.
that's funny. That's
Just
funny,
call it
bro.
ocean.
All right. Couple more super chats came in. Other Panther podcast got y'all going 12-5. What about you? We'll talk about that. Hold your thought. Hold that thought, Mike. We appreciate that, man. We appreciate. Hold that thought, though. Hold that thought. Chris Mack said, "Happy anniversary, bro. I love what y'all do, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you." All right, all right, all right. Let's go. Let's go ahead and get into the content, man. Because we spent a lot of time on the non-Panther related stuff. So let's go ahead and get into the content. Remember, stay on the prowl. Stay positive. That's my thing. All right. So real quick, Dave, we got to talk about Marquise Haynes. Marquise Haynes did go to IR. So he's gonna miss some time. And it's kind of that was caught a lot of us off guard because he had came back to practice, but it appears that he has a setback now and he is on IR. Dave, are you concerned anything about the depth? How do you feel about this?
I am concerned, but it does give an opportunity for other players to step up. But yeah, I had this guy penciled in as one of the starters. So this one hurt a little bit. I ain't gonna front. But luckily, I mean, he'll be back in 4 weeks. But it's gonna give folks like DJ Johnson, YGM, and other folks opportunity to excel.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like this does suck because again, Marquise Haynes was on track to make some noise in rotation with Justin Houston. But like Dave said, it's next man up. It does compound the issue though, because we're going to talk about Brian Burns later. If for whatever reason he decides not to play and he does hold out, boy, do we have an issue. We have a huge problem there. But
Where's the pass rush?
Yeah, where's the pass rush, bro? For sure. It's not going to be pretty because we saw what our pass rush was like in these preseason games, and that could really become reality if we don't have Brian Burns there. It is not going to be pretty there at all. So it does suck, so it is what it is there. Any other thoughts on Marquise Haynes?
Nah, man, I just hope he has a speedy recovery, but hopefully he'll be ready after the 4 weeks. Hopefully it doesn't go any further than that.
For sure. I hope so too. All right. So we did not. I was going to talk about the roster, but ain't really too much going on with the roster. I thought we were going to make a signing, we didn't because we had my man from the Steelers in for a visit. We had a bunch of dudes in for visits. Let me see if I can find that list because we had a lot of guys in for visits over the week. You remember we got 2 roster spots open right now. We have 51 members on the roster. So we're looking to fill those last 2 spots.
Practice squad though.
The practice squad is full. The practice squad is definitely full, but we have 2 open spots on the roster with the roster sitting at 51 folks. And so we had, let me see if I can find that workout list because we did bring some guys in. Let's see here.
I just
See if
had
I
it
can
up. Let me
find
see
it.
if it's on my phone real fast. We brought in.
There you go, Dave. Dave got it.
We worked out Ben Baganu,
Managu.
DiCaprio
Yep.
Boodle, Anthony Cook, Mike Dogby, Mike Jones, Ryan
Who?
McCullum, Mike
Who?
Jones,
Who?
Mike Jones, Ryan McCullum, Desmond Patton, Makai Polk, Keeks Rocks. I am butchering these names, bro.
You
I should
are,
have let you
bro.
do this.
You are. You worse than me, bro. I'm glad.
Yo,
I'm
these
glad
names are
somebody else
rough,
finished saying.
man.
I'm
These
glad
names
somebody
are
else butchered
rough.
names.
Lasita Smith and Badara Troyor.
Yeah, Dave,
Jesus.
you are killing it. You were, yeah, you about worse than
Only
I
one I
am,
didn't
bro.
kill was Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
Shout out to the folk. Yeah. Shout out to
Ah,
Deontay, man. I was just gonna say that. Shout out to Deontay, bro. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, shout out to everybody that knows the reference and Mike Jones. That means you're old. Welcome to the
You
old
are
man
very
club,
old.
as my kids call it. So, but yeah, man, I think Ben Banagu is interesting. I did like him coming out of TCU, 6'3", 252 pounds. He's mid. I mean, it's not like he's more of a depth play than anything, but he's an edge rusher. And he did play for the Colts, so he has that connection with Frank Reich. He's one to keep an eye on of that group. I don't really know about too many of the other dudes. Quincy Roche, I know I've heard his name before back in my scouting days. Let me see if I can find his EFF information. Here we go. Yep, edge for the Steelers. Most recently, as a solid grade, 6'3", 245 pounds. So yeah, I mean, you can see that the Panthers, because a lot of these guys are edge rushers, you can see they're starting to prepare. They're starting to prepare, Dave. They're starting to prepare. Whether it's going to be depth for Marquise Haynes or whether it's going to be missing out for Brian Burns, they're preparing because a lot of these guys are edge rushers. So it's gonna be nasty out here, bro. It's gonna be real nasty. Um, so yeah, we gotta keep an eye on that. Any thoughts on the guys we brought in, Dave?
Look, man, I got other questions. Why now? Why not earlier?
Well, you know
Maybe
why?
because there wasn't nobody available that they liked. Maybe they just want to wait till everybody got cut. But because I mean, Marquise Hayes has been hurt pretty much
Well, he
for a
came
minute.
back. You remember he came back though. He came
He
back
did
from
come
practice.
back.
He came back. So they maybe they thought they were on the right side of it, and then he goes down and is compounded with Brian Burns holding out potentially.
It's
Um,
starting to be not potentially, bro.
we'll talk. Hold that thought. We'll
We're
talk
gonna
about
talk
it.
about it, but
We'll
yeah.
talk about it, man. But yeah, it ain't right now. It's real concerning. It's real concerning. So yeah,
Man,
shout out
listen.
to Chris Wormley is the guy that's pictured here. We brought him in, former Steelers guy. Had a solid career with the Steelers, 6'5", 300 pounds, more of an interior guy. We're still looking to fill that interior. You know, we got a lot of guys that we cut, Stallworth and those guys are solid, practice squad guys, but really, I don't think they have that starting capability that, that the Panthers were looking for. Let's see here. See if I can find the practice squad. So I have the entire practice squad here. So we've got Deontay Brown. So I'll say the position. Guard, Deontay Brown. Spencer Brown, running back. Shout out to running back Jashawn Corbin, who was a Florida State alum, former Giants running back. We signed him when they let him go. He's more of a power guy. Like that was what we were missing. So you could see him potentially get elevated in the because we don't have that on the roster. We have Spencer Brown, but both of our power guys are sitting on the practice squad. So just keep that in mind. As we look at elevations week to week, it could be a situation where those guys, he's 5'11", 221 pounds. It's a bigger running back. So keep an eye on him. I think he could make some noise because he was very productive with the Giants in the preseason too. JD Dorenzo, guard. Linebacker Iku Leota. Guard Justin McCray. Cornerback Mark Milton. Wide receiver Desmond Patton. Safety Eric Rowe. offensive tackle David Sharp, who we picked up when the Ravens released him. You got to keep in mind. Well, I'll save that for when I wrap up. But defensive lineman Taylor Starworth, linebacker Jordan Thomas, cornerback Stanley Thomas Oliver, defensive lineman Raekwon Williams, linebacker Chandler Wooten, wide receiver Derek Wright. So you got to think with the practice squad. This is going back to the thought I was going to say, is that these guys, because I was listening to my man Roche. Shout out to Isaac Roche. I think he plays for the Raiders, and he has a TikTok, and he's very vocal about how the practice squad and all this stuff works. He's like a TikToker. His wife's a TikToker, but they document everything as far as practice squad goes. And what was mentioned is that a lot of these players, especially when they have their vested years, they get to choose where they want to go, and teams will often pay them higher rates to come play for their practice squad. So you're not tied particularly to a scale. Teams can pay more. So that's why you potentially see a guy like David Sharp. Well, how the hell we landed David Sharp? Why did he choose Carolina? Probably because we offered a nice little bag to come here. So just keep that in the back of your brain. These players do get to choose where they want to go, and there's always a reason why they choose to, especially when it comes to opportunity. Where am I going to get the opportunity to play? Hey, my man Sharp said my man Icky out here stinking shit up in the preseason. I might get a chance to play sooner rather than later. So it's smart for him. You know what I mean? So
you didn't have to throw that shade to Icky though.
I'm just hey, listen, I'm calling it like I see it, bro. That's all. Don't hate. I'm calling it like I see it. All right. So with that, Dave, any thoughts on the practice squad that I just read off?
Nah, I mean, it's fascinating that we ended up keeping those 5 tight ends. It reminds me of the importance. There's no tight ends on the practice squad.
Well, we have 4 technically because Stephon Sullivan went to IR.
Yes, but we kept 5. We have 4.
Yeah,
and we decided not to put a single one on the practice squad. But we got wide receivers on the practice squad.
It doesn't make sense to me to keep the 5 tight ends. The 4 tight ends, even with what happens when Stephon comes back. You know what I mean? Are you gonna?
Well, Stephon's out for the whole year, so you ain't got to worry about him coming back this year.
Is he out for the whole year?
Yeah, because he got. Well, no, he's not.
No, he's eligible to return.
He does return to 4 games. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
He's eligible to
because they didn't put him on. They didn't put him on IR till after the 53.
Correct.
So he can come back.
He is eligible to return. So what happens when he's eligible to return? Like what happens?
He's gonna be back on the roster.
Are they gonna drop Ricci? Like what's gonna happen?
Well, right now we got 2 slots. We got 2 open roster spots.
We're not gonna go into week 1 with 2 open roster spots.
We ain't got too much time left.
No,
I mean, they might activate 2 folks from the squad. That's very possible.
That's possible. That is possible.
No, what I'm saying, they might activate 2 from the squad, but we'll see. But
this is a great point. This is a great point. White Chocolate Espresso says Melvin Gordon, Carlos Dunlap. Those guys are out there. They are out there. So it's very valid point. Make the call. We got to get somebody. Or we're gonna be out here looking piss poor.
Not against the last Atlanta week, man. It's Falcons week.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. All right, let's move on. All right, let's talk about it. Brian Burns, deal or no deal? I'm like dating us, Dave, because I put the deal or no deal briefcase on the thumbnail. We're talking about Mike Jones
in the arcade. Yeah, look, man. Deal or no deal ain't that old.
It is kind of old.
It's younger than Mike Jones.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know, man.
Dog, Mike Jones. Mike Jones came out during college, I think, for me. Yeah, because that was the Paul Wall. Yeah. That was definitely college.
That was definitely college.
Definitely college. Sure. I don't think deal or no deal was around while I was in college. How was out here in these streets that long?
How he was out there in these streets? I think he was. I don't know when the last show was, but it was going for a minute. But anyway, I digress. Deal or no deal for Brian Burns? Dave, I want you to give your thoughts on this whole situation. I have my thoughts, and I'll go after you. I'll let you go first because I've been talking a lot. So, what are your thoughts on this whole situation with Brian Burns, man?
This is up there with Robbie Anderson as one of the greatest holdouts that we've ever seen in our life. Like, because nobody really called it a holdout. Nobody said, I wonder why this isn't happening. I wonder why that isn't happening. It just happened. And now we're about to head into week 1. And my man's we got Shaq Thompson out here giving the front office deadlines. Like, he better be here Wednesday. When the reality is Bosa still ain't got paid yet, guys. And it sounds like Bosa wants close to $35 million.
Yeah. Hey, look, and truth be told, though, if you look at TJ Watt getting $28 million per year, bro. Like, is Bosa really out of pocket for 130?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
35 might be a stretch, but I think realistically he could get 32.
33?
33 maybe.
Bruh.
You got to aim high and meet
especially since now you got Brock Purdy as your quarterback.
Facts.
Dog. Like, it's just insanity.
Pay that man, bro. And I was asked the question earlier. Now shout out to my my guys over at Our Lads, because I was on. Shout out to Greg DePalma. I was over on their show. We had a live show earlier today, and he asked me a question. He was like, "Who do you think is more critical to their team with these holdouts?" Like, and it was between Bosa, Burns, and Chris Jones. And I'm like, "Yo, bro, it's got to be Bosa." Like, them dudes is bro. No, bro. Listen. I feel you. The Chiefs have Mahomes.
I'm more leaning towards Chiefs, not Carolina. Even though I could argue. I could argue Burns being number 1, but I could also argue Chris Jones being number 1.
No. I completely disagree. I think that it's got to be Bosa, bro. You had, for what you just said earlier. They got Brock Purdy, bro. You have to have your defense running at all cylinders, bro. You can't go halfway. You need all your guys, bro. You take Bosa off that squad, fam. It's not pretty. You need Bosa, B.
But I think here's my thing. The 49ers and their system and the way that they handle their system, and Steve Wilks is a hell of a coach. Let's not get this twisted here. We know that for a fact. He's a hell of a defensive coordinator, okay? So Nick Bosa, the 49ers are fine taking that risk and going in week 1 without him.
They stupid.
No, but look at us now. Look at us now. We out here panicking because Burns might not be there. We are panicking.
Yeah, but okay.
Wait, and I'll go to the Chiefs. The Chiefs, they weren't panicking until freaking Chelsea hyperextended his knee. So now they just lost I don't think Kelsey's going to play week 1. You've pretty much lost your best weapon offensively, right? Like, Patrick Mahomes' favorite target, and now you ain't got no pass rush in the defensive end, and you going up against Detroit, which is probably going to end up being a shootout now for sure.
But Dave, they still have Patrick effing Mahomes, B. When you got Patrick Mahomes, you got a chance. The 49ers have Brock Purdy, bro. And truth be told, I'm going to be honest with you. I think he's been discovered. I think now the tape is going to catch up to him. People are going to realize, hey, this dude, all right, he caught us slipping last year, but the tape is going to be out. And the chickens are going to come home to roost with this dude. Like, they're going to figure it out with him. And I think he's going to get exposed. You need Bosa, man. And with the Panthers, let's keep it a buck, all right? I love my squad. And shout out to my man, Charles Coulter, for the super chat. I love my squad. Okay, let's keep that clear. Without Brian Burns, yes, our defense is going to be trash. I agree with you. But with Brian Burns, we still have a lot of things to worry about. Even with Brian Burns, we got issues. Okay? The 49ers are on the cusp. They're a perennial playoff team, bro. They are on the cusp of making the Super Bowl. They need Bosa, fam. They need him.
I'm with you.
Period. But back to Burns. Let's get back to Burns. Brian Burns. Listen, for me, I thought Brian Burns, when he came to camp, I thought everything was great. He said, yo, I'm here. I reported to camp. I'm a team first guy. And I'm not saying he's not a team first guy by holding out, because I fully respect it. I support the players and them getting their bags. I want to make that clear because the owners, they're going to chew you up and spit you out, right? So I'm fully for Brian Burns and any player holding out to get their money. I fully support that. All right. But with that said, Brian Burns said, I'm a team first guy. I'm here reporting. I'm not going to pull a Bosa because we got, we have things on, on the table. We got something to play for. We got everything's new here. We got to show up. We got to do this. We got to do that. But now at the 9th hour, he's backed out and not saying he's backed out, but he's not, the deal hasn't gotten done. And he's not going to practice. To me, you already showed your cards, which is why they're not really going to give you that deal like that. You already stated you a team first guy. You already showed them that, hey, you're going to do whatever it takes for the team. And there is no real rush. I've heard both sides say that. But now all of a sudden, here we are, no deal, and you holding out. Again, I support it, but I believe that stance probably should have been done earlier in the game than now waiting. We like a couple of days from week 1, and here we are. I don't know.
But the problem is you're failing to realize that it was already done earlier in the game. Dog, he's been holding out this whole time. But they kept saying the deal's gonna get done. The deal's gonna get done. The deal's gonna get done. And by the way, I don't know. I might have missed.
So what? Hold on. So what do you mean? What do you mean that he was already holding out? How,
bro?
All right, he was vocal. He spoke about getting a deal, but how was he holding out?
He's been practicing, right? How many games did you play in the preseason?
Bro, a lot of Justin Houston didn't play either. Bro, he's a vet. He doesn't have to play. Bro, I'm not rolling with that day. If you're gonna talk about not playing the preseason games, I'm not rolling. That's not a holdout.
Okay.
That's not a holdout, bro. I'm not rolling with that.
So do you feel all right? I got to be careful how I ask this
because Miles Sanders didn't play in a preseason game either. He was healthy enough to go the last one.
Yeah, he was healthy enough to go the last one, but not some of the others. But so do you think? I don't want to use the word betrayal, but that's tough.
Yeah, I understand what you're trying to say. Like, that's how I feel. It's like, yo, you showed your cards too soon. Like you came to training camp and you said, I'm a team first guy. I don't want to, I don't want to create a distraction. I'm not using his exact words because I don't know what his exact words were. But you were there, like you reported, and now at the 9th hour, which I think does more damage to the team because now it's a distraction, right? Is Brian Burns going to play? We're not even talking about the Falcons. We're not talking about Brian Burns, whether he's going to play or not. And again, I want to say this because people will clip shit out and they'll say Shah said this XYZ. I want to be fully clear. I support the holdout because I support guys getting their bag. I support that 1,000% because I would do the same damn thing. You trying to shortchange me? Nah, I need to get my money. You're going to chew me up and spit me. I need every penny. So I support it. I just think it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, bro.
So look, we really haven't had the conversation of how much you think he deserves, how much you think he's worth.
Great question.
So let's get into that. Like, by the way, if you see me twisting my head, I'm supposed to be in a draft right now, so you're gonna see me do this occasionally. But so the question I have is, what do you like? How much do you think he should get?
If I'm offering Brian, if I'm sending Brian Burns a contract, I would give him a max of $25 million.
There's no way he's gonna take that.
How?
If Bosa gets 35, there's no way he's taking 25.
And that's why you wait. That's why you wait. That's why I get it. That's why you wait. Then that's probably what's happening. They're waiting for the shoe to fall. Both of them are waiting. Bosa's waiting for Burns to sign and Burns waiting for Bosa to sign. They're waiting. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but if I'm offering just off of a whim and I'm starting negotiations, it's $25 million per year, bro. We'll talk about guarantees and all that, but $25 million.
If Bosa gets 35, would you be fine with paying him 30?
Yes, I would make it happen.
Okay, that's where I'm at, right? Because the talks are Bosa wants $35 million a year. So, and I'm going to ask the fan base this, the chat cats. Are you fine with paying Burns $30 million a year if Bosa ends up getting 35? Max Crosby got around 27, if I remember correctly, 27.5 mil. So, but here's the kicker. We had a chance to trade this man.
We did. We absolutely did. So,
all right. Point. We had a chance to trade this man for 2 first-round picks and a second.
We could have got
more than what we got from McCaffrey.
We could have got Bryce Young for a wash, essentially.
Yep.
Kinda.
Yep. So it's just I think it's just a reminder, guys, that you can't let your players walk. Now they could just tag. Well, if he keeps holding out, tagging him might not even be a legitimate option. Oh, it was 23.5. I don't know why I thought it was 27.
That's why I got the 25 number. 25 is what I would offer Brian Burns. 26, 27 in that range. I got to get the deal done, bro. Just get the deal done, fam.
But it's the question of whether or not they're going to be willing to get the deal done without Bosa. But that's what it's all been about for the past couple weeks.
That's what I've been saying. I've been consistent with that. They're waiting for the deal for Bosa to fall so that they can measure the numbers from there. You have to let the market set. Once the market's set, all the dominoes will fall from there. But yeah, it makes sense. That's why I haven't really been panicking about it. But now we come to week 1, and now he's holding out.
And you got the coach saying, well, hopefully he's going to play. Like, bruh.
I mean, what is he supposed to say?
No, I know, but it's like, bro, like, listen, you the head coach too. You can go up there and give Scott a call like, bro, what is it going to take to get this done? Like, we need him. Because everybody's job on the line. Like, there's expectations this season, guys. Contrary to what folks think. I don't think look, man, I posted on Twitter, I was like, it's still amazing that these are the last 4 wide receivers that made the playoffs for us. It was what do they call them? The law firm, or whatever they called them. The firm with Brinson Burson and Kalen Clay and, legends of Panther history. So, anywho, I digress.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm fine with paying them $30 million if the market sets as such. If both
you got to think of, man, this is the time you're supposed to do this stuff because listen, bro, you have a Bryce Young on a rookie contract. This is the time because listen, whether we pay him $30 million or not, if let's say we pay him 20-something million, let's say we pay him $30 million. At the end of the day, both of those are going to look like pennies 3 or 4 years from now. You're going to be looking at that like, yo, this is a complete steal. You got Bryce Young on a rookie deal. It's the time is now. I just had John Cena's theme song playing in my head. I know, right? The time is now. That's why my head went pause. But so yeah, it's time to pay him, man. Pay him, whatever it takes, bro. Get it done. Get it done. You got guys on rookie deals, man. It's time. You got the biggest contract or the biggest potential money down the road in Bryce Young on a rookie deal. Sign it, make it happen. Let's make it happen. Let's not get. And I hope it appears that they're far apart too. I'm thinking the Panthers probably offered him like
20,
19. Yeah, something like that. It's something like that. It's something real disrespectful, right? I think that's what it is. And if that's the case, bro, y'all, all right. We gotta do better than that. Fit. We gotta do better than that. You can't do that, B. I'm hearing Will Kunkel and all the guys that are close to it. They're saying that there's no progress and they're pretty far apart. So,
man,
somebody said they offered 23. I don't know, but I don't know what did they say?
That was off the Athletic. So yeah, they offered them 23.
23,
and that ain't gonna be enough.
Is that true? Can we validate that?
No, it was an Athletic article. It's been posted all over Twitter.
Okay,
so now it's true.
They offered 23. All right, they offered 23. Give him 25. What does he want? 30.
It's
got to be if they're far apart, he got to want 30.
If Bosa's out here, yeah, it could be 30.
If he wants 28, I'm giving him 28, bro. And I'm not, I can add some 40 years or whatever to the contract to freaking figure that out. I'm not worried about that. If it's 28, we making that happen. We making it happen. I don't, bro. Let's get it done, man. Get it done, Fit. Stop playing, bro. We need to win some games. We got to turn our focus to the Falcons and not worry about Brian Burns. Pay that man. He's gonna be a monster this year. Pay him. He's finally, he's been like one of the best producers we've had in a long time, and he's been playing out of position. Like, come on, man. Pay that dude. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. All right. Any other thoughts on the Brian Burns situation, Dave? We're gonna have some more discussions around it, but what's your thoughts? Go ahead.
No, man, that's it, man. Look, man, tomorrow is gonna be pivotal. If he don't show up tomorrow, then it really becomes real.
Facts.
It becomes real. And
that's why
there's a legitimate scenario that we might not have Brian Burns, Marquise Haynes out there for us.
Yeah, and which is why I don't look at this as super critical. Like the days he took off or decided to take a personal days, like, all right, walk through. I ain't really worried about that. Tomorrow, if he misses tomorrow, it's ugly.
Becomes real then.
It's ugly, and then we're gonna be talking about everything but the Falcons. We're gonna be talking about this situation.
Yeah, it becomes real then, man. It becomes real then.
But yeah, like I said, I support it. I support Brian Burns and his holdout. I support any player and them holding out trying to get their bag because, like I said a million times, owners chew you up, spit you out, and then you asked out with no guarantee. Fight for all the guarantees, fight for all your money because they're gonna do you dirty when it's time. So I'm with it. I'm with it. Get your money, bro. If you got to hold out, do you? They'll get the message. They know how critical Brian Burns is to this squad and his defense. We saw how bad it looked in the preseason. It was not pretty. No pass rush. Zero. All right. So with that said, we'll move on. We got some other stuff to talk about. I got a new segment that I'm introducing right after we get through this Patreon and Underdog. So we got a new segment. Get your voting apparatuses ready because we're going to introduce a new segment called Cap or Fact. Cap or Fact. All right. So hang in there. So real quick, patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. Shout out to all the Patreon members, everybody that supported us since day one. We appreciate y'all. The tickets, the winners for the tickets, those will go out this week. So I need your email addresses. Some of the email addresses I already have, and I'll reach out to you and ask, hey, I need your email address. We'll get those tickets assigned to you. And we still have 2 more tickets to give away. So MVP members, we have 2 more tickets to give away. So hang tight. We'll get y'all taken care of. All right. Shout out to the franchise folks, man. We appreciate y'all. And shout out to the free agents. We appreciate y'all as well. Okay. All right. So Underdog Fantasy, hook us up, Dave, real quick.
Just to be quick, just cut it short and sweet for the folks. The bottom line is this: football season is here. Special pick'em for Patrick Mahomes for Thursday night football. So it'll help you get a chance to win 20 times your money. Go to underdogfantasy.com and use the code PNP when you sign up, and the $100 deposit match still stands.
All right. So cap or fact. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna vote in the YouTube chat. Okay, we're gonna vote in the YouTube chat. I'm gonna put up a poll, and I need y'all to pick what y'all think, whether this question is cap or whether it's fact. All right. So we're gonna start with question number 1. And question number 1, let me get this. See if I can get this poll real quick. All right. See if I can get an emoji in here real quick. Should have did this the other way, but it's all good. I didn't have time to set that all up. All right. So I started a poll. First question. We just talked about this. I want to know what the people think. Brian Burns is going to sign a deal before week 1. Is that cap or is it fact? If you pick cap, that means that's a lie. That's not true. Not true. Fact, or the 100 emoji means you think it's going to happen. Dave will weigh on this. What you think? Do you think a deal is going to get done before week 1?
Nah, it's going to be cap.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Jesus, Cap. They saying Cap in the chat.
It's gonna be
Again, you
Cap.
can vote. You can vote in the chat as well. In the YouTube chat, you should see the poll. Cap or fact? Cap or fact?
Nah, it's gonna be Cap, and that doesn't mean he won't play on Sunday. Let me be clear, but
Okay.
Based on how this organization has operated in the past, they don't normally have deals done this close to the season like this. This does not happen that often, so that's why I'm leaning towards Cap here. I hope not, but that's why I'm leaning towards Cap.
I'm gonna be optimistic here. I'm gonna be on the prowl. You like what I did there?
I do.
And I'm gonna say that this deal gets done before Sunday. At some point, it's gonna get done. Brian Burns is gonna play. This question isn't whether he's gonna play or not. It's just saying, is the deal gonna get done? I think it's gonna get done. Dave, I'm gonna end this poll again. These are kind of more rapid fire, not rapid fire, but they're kind of quick questions. So I'm not gonna leave the polls open too long. But I'm gonna say fact on that, and let's see what the poll said. It was 52% Cap, 47% fact. Wow, too close. That was a close one.
It was gonna be close.
That was a close one. That was a close one. That was a very close one. All right, so next question. Next question. Got it up on the screen. I have not started the poll yet, but here we go. So, will the Panthers have a top 10 offensive line? A lot of hype around this offensive line. A lot of hype. Preseason was pretty mid. Preseason was pretty mid. We kind of got brought back down to earth a little bit. A lot of hype around this offensive line. Thought we had a top 10 unit. Where do you guys stand now? Cap or fact? How you feel about that, Dave?
I think, you know what? Fact. I think we will. I know Icky's been playing rough in the preseason, but I think this offensive line is going to be one of the best in the league. So, yes, I think we will. For Bryce Young's sake, we better. The last thing we need right now is Cap. So, yes, I think we will.
Yeah, hey, absolutely. For Bryce Young's sake, this definitely needs to be a fact. But
because otherwise, it's going to be that jersey again. Like, we cannot do this right now.
Yeah,
like, we cannot. I'm not interested. All right.
We definitely can't afford that, bro, because it's going to be ugly if that's the case. I think they're going to get it together. I think what we saw in the preseason was an anomaly. So I'm rolling with I think we'll be a top 10 unit, bro. I'm rolling. Top 10 unit for the Carolina Panthers. I'm going fact, Dave. Let's end this poll and see what happens. The poll says 65% Cap, 34% fact. Ooh.
Y'all are tough.
Yeah. I certainly hope it's not Cap, bro. I certainly hope not.
Oh, y'all are tough. Y'all are tough in these streets.
I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not. Maybe I'm trying to tap into my optimistic side, but Jesus. Protect Bryce at all costs, man. Protect Bryce. All right, so next question. Bryce Young throws for 4,000 yards and wins Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Cap. Cap.
Both have to apply. It's not one or the other.
Cap.
Not one or the other.
I can see him winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't see him rolling for 4,000 yards, guys. Cap. You guys ain't watching enough Panthers football to understand. Cap. Look, man, we just did PNP Mania. Let's see if you guys been paying attention. How many quarterbacks in the NFL? How many quarterbacks in Panthers history have thrown for 4,000 yards?
2.
Who were they? You know this, Rashad. Don't answer the question.
Oh, sorry. Too late.
Only 2.
Man.
2. A lot of folks threw for 3,000.
We're going to have 3 after this year, Dave. Add Bryce Young to the list. Add Bryce Young to the list, Dave. Stop playing.
Jake never threw for 4,000 yards, guys. It was Steve Berline and Cam Newton. You guys don't be paying attention to my shows, but it's okay. I'm here to help you. And Cam only did it one time, and that was his first season. His rookie year. He threw for 4,000 yards. And we didn't win too many games that year either. I just want to remind y'all that. Just a reminder.
Yeah, Cam did his rookie year, and Bryce gonna do his rookie year too.
We're gonna see.
No, you gonna see. You gonna see. I'm going fact with that, Dave.
Nah, I'm
I'm going
capping.
fact.
Nah, it's cap. Nah, it's cap. You mean asking me
Come
for
on,
two
man.
things to happen and one thing's only happened once, twice?
Hey,
Cap.
hey, it is what it is, man.
Cappity
So
cap. Cappity
a
cap.
lot.
The cap.
Hey,
Cap. Cap.
listen. The chat agrees with you. 58% said cap. 41% said fact. So I'm rolling. Bright. If we have a top 10 offensive line, I gotta be consistent. If I say fact on our offensive line, that means it's got to be a fact for Bryce Young throwing for 4,000 yards and win offensive rookie of the year. So I'm rolling. I'm rolling. Standing with my guys. Standing with my guys. All right, Dave, being a little bit of a pessimist over here, man.
I'm not being a
Don't
pessimist.
be like that, Dave. Oh, let
Why
me
do you
guess
think
you're a
I'm being?
realist.
Why do you guys
Let me
think
guess
I'm
you're a
being?
realist.
I'm a realist.
Oh, there we go. Next up, Brian Burns. Talked about him a couple minutes ago. Hopefully he plays because he's going to need to play to reach these said 15 sacks. So, Dave, do you think Brian Burns is going to reach 15 sacks plus this year? Cap or fact?
You should have put it with a caveat, assuming that he shows up week 1.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, if he does it without the week 1, that'd be
That's
impressive.
impressive. I mean, you talking at that point, you're talking almost a sack a game. I'm going to say he's gonna miss it. Like I think he's gonna hit like 14.
Hey, what's up with you? What's up with you, man?
You know what? Fine, fact. But I'm just worried that he ain't gonna show up week 1. Like, what do you want me to do? He's gonna need all 17 games to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna need all 17 games to do it. If he holds out, it's gonna be cap. Like what you want me to do with this? What is this, McDowell's?
A couple of multiple sack games. So that's why I'm rolling with it.
Okay.
So yeah. That's what I'm going fact on that too. Facts for Brian Burns at 15 plus sacks. All right, that's a quick one. We're gonna keep it moving here. Hey Dave, can you hit the super chats, man? My fault while I do this.
Yeah, sure. Give me
I've seen a couple of them come through.
All right, let me see if hopefully I don't repeat any.
For that one, Brian Burns 15 plus sacks, 55% said fact, 44% said cap.
Shout out to White Chocolate Espresso for the super chat. He better play week 1. I got tickets. Bruh, I get it, but don't worry. Andy Dalton ain't bad either. Are you talking about Brian Burns? Yeah, he gonna play. Well, I don't know. Don't worry. I can't find somebody that's replaceable from Brian Burns. I'm sorry.
No, you can't.
I cannot.
No.
Shout out to AJ Haynes. So much cap. Model to Dave.
That's funny.
Listen, man. Y'all ain't gonna be disrespecting me today. Shout out to Michael Platt. How 4,000 yards with mid receivers? Look, man, y'all gonna quit disrespecting these receivers, man. Adam Thielen can play. DJ Chark can play.
Great segue into our next question.
A-Cash, shout out to Super Chat. Downer Dave in the house.
The great segue to our next question. We talked about receivers. DJ Chark looked impressive in training camp. Does he have 1,000 yards receiving this year? Is that cap or is it fact?
Cap. We're not gonna have any receivers that's gonna get 1,000 yards.
0 receivers get 1,000?
Not one.
That would be terrible.
But
you got to be consistent, Dave.
I am.
I am. No, I'm saying you are.
Yeah. And the thing is too, if we don't have 1,000-yard receiver, that doesn't mean that Bryce isn't gonna have a great year. Like we think, because he didn't get 1,000 yards receiving, he ain't gonna have a good year, but that doesn't mean he's not gonna have a great year. So it all depends how you look at it. So no.
They said this is why Rashad doesn't work for Vegas. This is why I don't bet money. You're absolutely right on that. I don't bet. I love my money too much. But let's talk about that poll. Let's see the results for that one. 59% said cap, 40% said fact. Whew, y'all are selling DJ Chark. Selling on DJ Chark. I see what y'all doing there. Let's stay with the receivers here. We're gonna stay with the receivers, Dave, for our next question. Talk about a couple of the other guys. I think y'all will agree on this one, but we'll see. I think y'all gonna say this one is fact. Here we go. All right. So next question. Jonathan Mingo will have more receiving yards than Terrace Marshall Jr.? Is that cap or is that fact? That's a tough one.
Oh, that's fact. Ain't no tough one. That's fact. That's fact. That ain't no tough one. What's the first step of getting more yards than another guy? You got to have snaps. Mingo's going to get more snaps. That's fact.
My man said all facts, no printer.
No, that's fact.
I gotta be honest with you, man. Before the season started, I wasn't saying this, but we saw Mingo step up in the preseason. Still little chemistry issues there. Got to get that cleaned up. But yeah, man, Mingo is gonna hit the ground running. I know Steve Smith, when we were talking to him on the show, cut to it about a month or so ago, a couple months ago, whenever that was, he said Mingo is gonna be a 2 to 3 year guy. Bro, based off of what I saw and what I'm seeing, he's gonna be a 2-year guy. He's gonna hit his ceiling in year 2 rather than year 3 because I think he definitely has what it takes, and I definitely think he's gonna outperform TMJ, especially when TMJ being at the lower end of the depth chart. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. All right, man, y'all are all in on that one. All in on that one. Let me end that poll. A resounding 86%, Dave, say fact. 13% say cap. Resounding agreements there. Resounding agreements.
I know y'all gave me heat when I said TMJ was 5th. I just want to remind y'all of that.
Oh, here you go.
I'm just want to
look. Go ahead, hit the soundboard.
I told y'all. I just want to remind y'all that because I told y'all. Because I keep trying to tell you these things. Y'all be out here thinking I'm capping all the time, and now all of a sudden you got like this. You got like this crazy poll. 86-14 is what I heard.
86-13.
86-13. So like, let's not do this.
Here we go. Next question. Next question. This is one I think this is gonna be a pretty interesting one. Interesting question here. Well, let's roll cap or fact, Dave. Cap or fact? Dante Jackson and JC Horn will play 17 games this season.
Cap. Are we moving on? Like, yo, you're asking like this is why you can't be a good odds maker at all, bro. You out here trying to give up shirts. You out here trying to give up shirts. My man said 17 games combined and I'm done. Don't do that, man. I just don't think they're gonna play. They're not gonna play both. They're not gonna play every game this season. Yo, I cannot. Rashad, man.
Hey, that's not funny, man. It's not. My man said 17.
It is. You're laughing.
My man said 17 downs, bro. Yo, chill, man.
Y'all ain't right,
chill.
man.
Yo, chill, man. Y'all are not right at all.
Y'all are not
y'all
right.
Are terrible. Y'all are terrible, bro. Terrible, man. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one because this one's getting nasty. This one getting nasty. I'm in.
I just want to see if I want to see if it's 100% cap. That's what I want to see.
No, it ain't 100%, Dave, but it was 91%. It was 91%.
Oh wow! Yo, I said this on the Fantasy Hour a few weeks ago. Hope is for folks that goes to church. You guys at 9% got way too much hope for my taste.
91%, bro.
I mean, that's about right.
Yeah,
should be 99, but sometimes it doesn't add up to 100.
My man said, "Does preseason count?" That's funny.
Dante and JC got glass joints. Got a better chance of hitting that power ball. Shout out to AJ Haynes for the super chat, man.
I think it was another one came up too.
Did I miss one? Hold on. Nope. Oh yeah.
No, yeah.
I got one. This one. Love the channel, guys. Everyone go like. You dang all right, Jimmy. We got almost 600 people watching. You guys need to be liking this channel right now, guys. Appreciate the super chat, Jimmy. Look, man, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say, man? Like, what did you expect?
Next question. I just thought that was going to be funny. Miles Sanders will have 1,500 all-purpose yards. That's rushing and receiving.
I just drafted Miles Sanders in my keeper league. I got him in the 4th round, the final pick of the 4th round. So I'm going to say fact. Even though he's going to be on my bench, but it's okay. I'm going to say fact.
Yeah, health is going to be key here. But yeah, with what they're saying, man, definitely he's gonna hit that 1,500 all purpose. I do think he's gonna have a nice amount of receiving yards. They're gonna get back to those rookie year numbers. But yeah, should be interesting to see Miles Sanders go to work. But yeah, I'll close this one. It's pretty quick one there.
Shout out to Acash. Shot, you better have a CJ poll coming up.
I don't have any no CJ polls, man. No CJ polls.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
He said, let me see. That one was 74. Excuse me, 74% fact, 25% cap on the Miles Sanders joint. Let's see here. Let's keep it going. I got a couple more. We'll keep it going. Keep it going. We talk about Brian Burns, and we got Justin Houston. We talked a little bit about the secondary. We got JC, Dante Jackson playing all 17 games. So if they're playing all 17 games, that must mean that the Panthers are going to have a top 10 defense, correct? So, Dave, will the Panthers have a top 10 defense this year? Cap or fact?
Fact. We get to play Tampa twice. We get to play Atlanta twice. We get to play Desmond Ridder and Baker Mayfield twice. Fact. Factual. Fact. That's where I'm at. Top 10.
Somebody
and then
saying,
I'm nervous about losing our DC.
10, maybe top 15. But yeah, that's what somebody said in the chat. So people are agreeing with this. About 66% so far. I'm gonna end this. It's pretty quick. I'm gonna go quick with these since we got a couple more questions left. So 65% says fact, 34% says cap. So it looks like we have a top 10 defense incoming for the Carolina Panthers. All right, let's see what we got next. What do we have next? This should be an interesting one. I want to get y'all thoughts on this one. It should be interesting. Interesting question here. All right. So, will the Panthers, or let me restate the question. It's more like a statement. The Panthers will have 3 or more Pro Bowlers this year, Dave. 3 or more Pro Bowlers this year. Cap or fact?
Burns will go to the Pro Bowl if he plays.
If Miles Sanders
balls, he might go.
I don't know. I'm thinking about everybody else in the NFC. Yeah, that's
Christian McCaffrey.
C-Mac.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
If he gets 1,500, yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. Wide receiver, there's no way. Quarterback, there's no way. Man, tight end maybe. No, Kittle.
You think JC could crack a Pro Bowl
if he stays healthy? So that's 2. I'm gonna have to stay cap, bro.
Dave, no faith.
I mean, would they give it to Frankie Louvu? You know what I'm saying? That's my dilemma, right? It's about the politics of it all for some of these players. And not like I don't think we have more than 3 or more. It's about the politics of breaking through to get into the Pro Bowl. Yeah. Oh, the punter. No, yeah. Fact. The punter. Fact.
And if the punter get there, you got to go JJ. So JJ can get it too.
Fact. My bad. Can't forget about the best punter in the league. Hecker.
Facts.
Fact. We good. All
right. Yeah, I'll
punters
close
are players too, guys.
Punters are players too. Shout out to special teams, man. Let's see. That was a close one. 52% say fact. 47% say cap. That was a close one. Got y'all thinking now. Got y'all thinking a little bit. All right. Let's go to the next one. This was an interesting one. Shout out to my man Carlo. He kind of came up with the segment. But listen, this is gonna be an interesting one right here. This is gonna be a really interesting one. Cap or fact? Thomas Brown will be calling plays by week 6. Cap or fact?
Fact. Fact. Factual. Factual. Why is folks saying hell nah? Factual. Factual.
Yeah. Polls are in the YouTube chat.
He'll be calling plays by week 2. I think his play call was better than what was happening on the other end of the spectrum.
We'll see. We will see. Man, y'all support that one heavy, bruh. Y'all support that one heavy. So I'm gonna end that one. 72% of y'all said, no, 71% said Thomas Brown are gonna take over play calling by week 6. That y'all call that fact. 28% said Cap. I don't think that's gonna be the Cap. I'm calling Cap on that one, Dave. I think Wright's gonna maintain the play calling.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not rolling, man.
Just my opinion. This is kind of another interesting question. I think might get y'all going a little bit. Next question. The Panthers this year will be the last season the Panthers will have turf inside of Bank of America Stadium. Cap or fact?
That's cap. That's cap, man. Like, what?
Yo.
Damn. Look, man, he brought music. He brought music back to Bank of America Stadium. He brought music back to Charlotte. Cap.
He did.
Cap.
Music was never here before he brought it here.
Not a soul, not a Beyonce, not a Hove, not a Neil Young, not a nobody.
Cap. Come on, y'all have no faith. Capologist. I'm gonna go ahead. This one getting out of hand. I'm in this one. 75% said fact, or excuse me, Cap. 25% said fact. I wish it was the last season, but unfortunately, y'all know how that goes. David Tepper is a money man. Whatever the bottom line, whatever affects the bottom line, that's what he's gonna roll with. And I feel like he feels like having a turf there, not having to switch that out for his concerts and the music that he brought back to Carolina. I mean, he ain't gonna do that. All right, next question. Start another poll. Let's see here. I'm sure was an easier way to do this, but there is. I just didn't have time to do it. I could have did this my other way with the app. But I feel like y'all kind of like the YouTube poll better. So we'll roll. Fact or cap? Scott Fitterer will make a trade during the season before the trade deadline. Scott Fitterer is going to make a trade. He's going to trade somebody else.
Fact.
Yeah, a lot of y'all ran straight to the fact button on that one. Jeez. Okay, let's have fun. Dave. If he's going to make the trade, then who is it? Still put a name on that bullet, Dave.
Listen, man, if we can't get a deal done with Brian Burns, it better be him. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
They don't want you to pod. They don't want you to pod.
Listen,
Dave.
guys, like y'all gotta understand. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to relax here, okay? You need to understand that you cannot let that man walk for nothing. You can't. You cannot. If they can't get a deal done, you got to trade them. I know you don't want to hear that, but you know what? I told y'all we should have traded McCaffrey and we could have gotten more. But y'all ain't listening. He ended up getting traded anyway.
Hey, hold on. First, let's take a quick second out. Hold on, Dave. Let's take a quick second out to appreciate Dave and his soundboard. Because he definitely is catching me off guard. And that shit is pretty funny. Shout out to Dave and the soundboard, man. That's funny. Go ahead, man. My bad.
Nah, it's just I don't like I think he's going to have to make a move. I hope it ain't Brian Burns. I hope we get a deal done. But if we don't get a deal done, Fitterer better do his job and trade him. Because that's what needs to happen. My opinion on it.
All right. Yeah. So you've seen Scott Fitterer make some trades. I definitely think this is fact. He's more willing to trade during the season, bringing in guys like Chenault, CJ Henderson, Stephon Gilmore the year prior to that. He's always wheeling and dealing. So I would this is probably a sure chance that a trade at some point is going to be made during the season. Although our assets aren't quite there. Maybe we do trade some of the players we have on our roster to acquire more capital. I don't know, but I do think something's going to happen. Shout out to y'all said 86%. Y'all say fact that Fitter is going to make a trade during the season. 13% say cap. Couple more questions. Last two questions, and then we'll move on with the rest of the show. Last two questions, and then we'll move on. Oops. Last two questions. Cap or fact? The Carolina Panthers will win the NFC South this year for the first time since 2015. Hey, that's cap or fact?
Oh, that's fact. We're winning the division, yo. We're winning the division. That's fact. That's fact.
You standing in that, day? You standing in that?
Oh, I'm consistent. Contrary to what y'all think. That's fact. We're going to win the division. I've been on that train for a minute. And that's for a multitude of reasons. We damn near won a division with Sam Darnold, PJ Walker, and Baker Mayfield being our starting quarterbacks last season. So you telling me with a more talented roster, I can't win the division? I know the Saints got better. I know the Atlanta drafted folks. The Bucs ain't got that much better though. So why can't we win the division? The guys that beat us ain't that much better.
I'm calling cap. We're not winning the division, fellas. We got ways to go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
If we do, I would be elated, but I don't see it happening. I would be glad to be wrong on that one. You can circle back and you can hit that soundboard as many times as you want if it does happen. I'd be glad to hear that. But 73% of y'all say we're winning the division. 26% say cap.
Sir, you did not watch the roundtable. I absolutely said that we were going to win the division during the roundtable. Rashad did not. Rashad picked the Saints.
I'm consistent too.
So both of us are consistent. I said we were going to win the division.
All right. Well, last question, and then we'll proceed with some more predictions. Let's see what we got here. Cap or fact? The Carolina Panthers, well, with Dave already staking his claim, and a lot of you guys are staking your claim that we're going to win the division, that automatically qualifies us for a playoff playoff appearance.
Yeah, so the question is whether or not the Panthers make the playoffs?
Are the Panthers going to make the playoffs for the first time since 2017?
That's fact. That's fact. But once again, it's about winning the division. I have my predictions for all the divisions in the NFL, and I do not think a wild card spot will come out of the NFC South. So I feel like we're only going to get the divisional champion, and that is all. So I think we're going to make the playoffs because we're going to win a division. So it's fact for me.
Yep. It mirrors the I'm going to go ahead and end this one because it's very clearly in hand that you guys are in agreement with Dave. 79% of you all say fact. 20% of y'all say cap. All right. So I'm with. I don't think we make the playoff. Well, if we do, I think it'll be a wild card, obviously, because I'm consistent, but I don't see it happening. I'm with Dave. I think
I'm looking at my predictions right now, I don't think there's not a wild card spot coming out of the South.
Yeah. I think Seattle, because I do think the Niners are going to win that division, but I think they're going to be extremely tough. I think
I
the other one's
have
probably going to come out the East.
I have Seattle, Dallas, and
Yeah,
Minnesota getting the wild card spots in the NFC.
yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, those are my three. Because I have Detroit, San Francisco, and Philadelphia winning the divisions respectively.
Here we go. All right, so you answered some of the questions already. We'll go division by division because it's something that we talked about that we wanted to do. So we're gonna predict the division winners, and Dave just rolled off a bunch of them, but we'll start with the AFC. Dave, AFC North.
AFC North, I got Cincinnati. I'm winning the division.
AFC East.
AFC East, Buffalo.
I
got Buffalo. I got Buffalo.
No Jet smoke.
Jets get the wild card.
Mm.
And as for the North, I think the Ravens will get the other wild card. And I think Mike Tomlin will still continue his streak of consecutive seasons without a losing record. But I don't think they'll make the playoffs this year.
Obviously, we're going with the Jags, right, for the South?
Easily. Not even close.
They're
no wild card for them.
They're going to run through that division, bro. That's a bunch of mid.
Titans could probably make it interesting, but not enough.
Nah, definitely not. Yeah, I definitely think I would agree with you with the Bills. I think Miami's gonna be better than folks think. But that division is tough.
Yeah, that's a tough division. Like the Patriots gonna be last. That's one thing I can guarantee. They will be last in that division. Sorry, Bill.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a tough division. But I do like Buffalo out of that. If they can keep Diggs and keep that situation under control. But as far for me, for the North, I'm gonna roll with the Steelers are gonna be tough. I think people sleeping on Steelers a little bit. If Pickett balled the way he balled, but I gotta go with Cincinnati.
You want to talk about a tough division?
I gotta go with Cincinnati. That's that shit tough, bro.
I got the Browns last with Deshaun Watson, bro.
Yeah,
think about that.
I gotta go with Cincinnati there, but I think the Steelers are gonna be a lot tougher than people give them credit for. So I think Steelers are gonna be tough.
Oh no, I think they're gonna be good. I just don't think they're gonna have a good record. But they're going to miss the playoffs. They could potentially miss the playoffs with a winning record, guys. Like, the AFC is loaded.
It is.
Loaded.
It is. And last one with the West, what you think? Chiefs?
What? Yeah, I got Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. And I think that the Chargers will get the wild card. I could see Denver getting the wild card. But if Denver gets that wild card, the Chargers miss the playoffs, they're going to be looking for a new coach. Staley's out of here. That's my opinion on that.
All right, let's switch over to the NFC, Dave. Let's go with the East. What you think with the East?
The East is going to be Philadelphia, and then Dallas, Giants, Commanders. But I think the Commanders are going to be improved.
I do think Washington is a sleeper. You got to keep an eye on Washington, bro. I think they're going to be tougher than people think. The new ownership, I think we all know what Rivera can do. Howell's looking all right out there.
Yo, Howell's gonna be balling, bro.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be much better than people give them credit for as well. Hopefully,
as long as Ron Rivera knows when they're in and out of the playoffs, then I think it should be okay. But I just don't have them winning the division. There's no way.
All right, the North. You said the Lions, right?
I picked the Lions. I think Dan Campbell gonna do it, bro.
I'm rolling.
First time they made the playoffs since the Jim Caldwell era.
I'm going with the Vikings, dog.
Vikings wild card.
I'm swapping that. I think Lions get a wild card. Vikings.
And that's fine.
Take it.
Poor Bears. And Packers. Well, it's going to be interesting what's going to happen in Green Bay, bro.
All right, South. And we already just talked about that. You're going with the Panthers. I'm going with the Saints.
Yeah, Panthers.
I think the Falcons could definitely surprise some folks. I think because we're division rivals, we like to take a credit away from them, but I think they're a pretty solid team, bro.
They can surprise whoever the hell they won after week one.
Right.
They can surprise whoever the hell they won after week one. I think they have the worst starting quarterback in the league, but that's a whole different
in the league.
Yeah. Oof. Well, other than Arizona, because Arizona might be trotting out Clayton Tune, but other than them, he's down there, bro. He's down there. They're not that good.
Yeah. And the West, are we going with San Francisco?
Yeah, easily. With Seattle second place. Seattle get the
Seattle's gonna be
wild
tough.
card.
Yeah, I agree. Seattle's gonna be a tough out. I think that's gonna be couple of good games to watch. All right, last one. We're going to wrap this up. Well, quickly, Dave. Let's go through these games. You want to predict game by game?
We can.
Yeah, we'll do game by game.
Oh, and I do have a pigskin pick'em. I should probably put the link in here.
Right. Yeah, go ahead and put the link in that, and
give me 1 second.
Pull
it up real fast.
Your skills where your mouth is. Pause.
Yep, and there will be a prize.
Major pause.
Major pause for you, sir.
Yeah, major pause on that.
Give me 1 second while I pull it up.
Should have thought that one through, bro. That was
you
don't
tough. Be thinking through.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, y'all be thinking through. Let's see here, because that next round might be about you. The password is Rashad and Dave. Capital R, capital A for Ann and Dave. There you go.
Hey, man, y'all were funny in the chat, man. Y'all talking about pause. I said it, man. I caught myself.
All right, I'm gonna post the link in the chat right now.
All right. So Dave got the pigskin pick'em joint in the chat right now. The password should definitely be pause, Dave. You should change the password to pause.
I should change the password to pause, but I already put Rashad and Dave as the password.
It's all good. Rashad and Dave is the password. Look, if you want to know how to spell my name, it's right
I'm about
there.
to put it in the chat right now. And it's on Twitter on both my channel, on my Twitter page, X, on mine and on Rashad's. And I'll pin mine just so you guys can find it. So at least on my Twitter handle, you can at least find it. So let me go ahead and pin this right now. So that way you just pull up my profile and you should see it. There you go.
All right, week 1, we got the Thursday night game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Lions.
Yep.
The Lions going to pull up. They're going to surprise them.
I think they are. With everything's going on with Kelsey, I think they are. Without Chris Jones, Kelsey, no Kelsey, I'm going for the upset on that one.
Dave is calling the upset for the Lions over the Kansas City Chiefs. I can see that happening.
Look, man, you got to take risk around here, bro. And it's Thursday night. Thursday night's unpredictable. Now, granted, I am going up against the grain because these Super Bowl champions tend to win these games.
Yeah.
But they just got a last-second injury with Kelsey, so I'm going to take my chances with the Lions.
That's a big loss. That is a big loss.
That's a big loss, bro.
But they still have Patrick Mahomes.
I know they got Patrick Mahomes.
Still got Patrick, bro.
I know.
I think it'll be closer than the experts think. But yeah, I think I'm still.
I didn't even check to see how much the line shifted, but I'm pretty sure that line shifted when that Kelsey injury popped up. But
all right, quickly, Panthers and Falcons. We're gonna preview this tomorrow with Big Low. So shout out to Big Low. We're gonna preview this game. We got to lock down a time, but it will be tomorrow at some point tomorrow evening. All right, so yeah, we'll preview. We'll hold our thoughts on that one. Dave already put it out there that he's rolling with the Panthers. I'll say my prediction.
It's Falcons week, bro.
That's all right. I get you. 85 South rivalry. You know what I mean? I feel you. All right, let's go to the next game. Texans, Ravens. Yeah, I'm rolling with the Ravens on that one too. They got my man CJ Stroud starting week 1. It's gonna be tough sledding for your boy. I'm rolling with the Ravens on that one. All right, Bengals and Browns. It's gonna be a good old fashioned slobber knocker. Started.
So I'm picking Cincinnati on that one.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Bengals on that one. Jacksonville and the Colts. Assuming you're going Jacksonville there, Dave.
Easily.
Same. I think it's gonna be a rough out for my man Anthony Richardson. I like him a lot, but it might be too soon for him. And Jacksonville is tough. I never thought I would say that in my life, but Jacksonville used
to have tough teams, though.
They used to have. I'm being facetious, but yeah, they're gonna be a problem this year, bro. I really believe that. Bucks Vikings, interesting matchup. Who you got?
Vikings. Ain't nothing interesting about that at all.
You don't like. You hate all the NFC South teams.
No, ain't got nothing to do with that. I mean, they're starting Baker Mayfield. Like, what?
All right. I hear you. Viking. I'm rolling with the Vikings too. I hear you. Titans Saints. Who you got?
Saints.
I'm rolling
That's
with the
tough.
Saints
That
too.
was tough. That one was tougher when
It
you
is.
said it.
Yeah, it is. That is a interesting
That was a
matchup.
tougher option there.
Interesting matchup. But I'm rolling with the Saints in the Superdome. I'm rolling with the Saints. Oof.
Now
Shit.
this is gonna be. You
Yeah.
want to talk about a
God,
slobber knocker? Yo, they're gonna beat
God.
the
No,
crap out
I
of
didn't
each
even.
other, bro.
Yeah, I didn't even realize. Man, that's a tough San
That's
Francisco versus the Steelers. Goodness gracious, that's gonna be a physical game. Who you got in that one, bro? Steelers at home.
if Bosa plays, give me 49ers. If not, give me the Steelers. I'm gonna roll with the Steelers. I don't think Bosa's gonna play.
Steelers on the road. Yeah.
Steelers at home.
I mean at home, excuse me. They do. San Francisco does have to come across the way. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Steelers too. I'm gonna roll with the Steelers on this one. I'm gonna roll with the Steelers on this one. All right. Washington versus the Cardinals. Who you got?
This is my eliminator pick. I haven't set that up yet, but this is my eliminator pick. Give me Washington over Arizona here.
I feel you on that. I'm Washington. I'll roll with the team there or
The team.
the command. I can't call them the Commanders. The team.
Don't worry, soon nobody's gonna be calling the Commanders.
All right.
Appreciate the super chat, Nola. Yes, I'm going to set one up. It'll be just pay attention to Twitter, and I'll post it. I'll make sure I post it in the Discord too. I ain't post the other one, but I'll post it in Discord. And this time, the password will be pause.
Green Bay versus the Bears. Bears at home. Who you got? That's a tough one to open up the season with.
I'm taking the Bears.
The Bears. Yeah,
Taking
shout out
the
to Justin
Bears.
Fields and DJ Moore and all our former Panthers that are over there. Yeah, I could see that. I'll roll with the Bears on that one too. Raiders and Broncos.
Rivalry game, but I'm taking Denver.
Hey, I'm rolling with Denver on that one too. Ooh, that's tough one.
The one under
Miami, yeah, Miami and the Chargers. That's going to be a great game.
I'm taking the Dolphins though. The Chargers.
Dolphins on the road.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Dolphins on the road. Yep.
Ooh,
I'm taking Miami on the road, bro. The Dolphins the Chargers find a way, man. Brandon Staley is the master of blowing games. So I'm taking the Dolphins on the road.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers, man. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I think them crossing the way, having all that travel. I'm rolling with the Chargers on that one. Eagles, Patriots. Yeah, we're rolling with the Eagles, bro. Say less. Let's move on. LA Rams and Seattle. Who you got?
Seattle.
I'll go with Seattle. Ooh, another good one. Giants, Cowboys. Cowboys on the road.
That's Sunday Night Football.
Who you got?
I'm guessing.
That'd be a great guess.
Yeah, because Dallas is always on Sunday Night Football. So give me Dallas. I'll be flying back at that point. I'll be chilling at the airport.
I think I'm gonna roll with the Giants, Dave. I'm rolling with the Giants on this one.
Giants in an upset. Cowboys screw up on prime time.
I'm gonna roll with the Giants, man.
Oh, that Monday Night Football game's gonna be lit, bro.
Yes, it is. Bills versus Jets. That's a great game. Bills versus Jets. Jets at home. Who you got? Man, back-to-back games. They got to switch that stadium in one day. I mean, yeah. I'm just got to
change the colors.
Switch the colors. Yeah, I mean, you're right, but still.
And it doesn't matter. We're gonna have. Then they're not gonna win a game in that stadium this weekend because I'm taking Buffalo here too.
L's all around in New Jersey.
L's all around in MetLife.
I think the Jets will catch them slipping. Just because there's no real nothing to pull from. So I think the Jets are going to surprise the Bills and steal week one versus the Bills. David Cameron went off.
Yeah, it overheats sometimes.
Oh,
that happens a lot nowadays. So I know my camera. Yeah, once it hits around 2 hours, it hits. So let me. Right. I'll go ahead and put something else up.
No, you good, because that basically ended the show anyway. That was the final part, the predictions. That's fun. We'll try to do that every week. I'm not a big betting guy, so Dave, I don't know what are you putting any money down any of these? Any pickings for underdog?
I already got a wager in for the Panthers winning the division. It was like plus 425, and so I'm definitely doing that. And then the other, shit. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get the camera back, but it is what it is. And the other game, I did put money towards Atlanta and Carolina. I think Carolina was 3.5-point underdogs, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
So yes, I did. I took the points there. But
Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts before we get up out of here, man? This was a fun show. There you go. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back because I'm holding my own camera. But yeah, I'm back. But nah, that's it. It was good. I mean, I like I said, I'll send the link for the picks and pick them again. I'll throw it in the Discord for folks. It's on Twitter already on both the PNP page and us, and my personal Twitter account, and then we'll just go from there. But this was a good show, man. Really good show.
Yes, this is fun, man. The capper fact is something we may continue to do. We might do it game by game. We'll see how it goes. That was pretty fun. What y'all think about the capper fact? Y'all like that joint?
Nah, I loved it. I thought it was hilarious.
Get some feedback on that joint. How y'all feeling about capper fact?
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, great segment. Loved it. Yep.
Yeah, man. We tried to switch it up, try to do some fun stuff. But yeah, had a blast.
You ain't have to do that to the corners though.
No, I asked the question. I just presented the question. That's all. Just presented the question.
All
right. So with that said, man, we getting out of here. Make sure you hit that like button. We'll hit y'all back tomorrow. Right back tomorrow with another live. Us, PNP, and Big Low. Y'all know who Big Low Country is. Came through during the roundtable. Represents the Atlanta Falcons. Talk to him. Talk about the game. Get some predictions. Talk about the teams. That being said, it's gonna be fun. We'll holler at y'all tomorrow. We out. Peace.
Peace out, guys. Y'all have a good one.